Hey guys, I'm Kristen and I'm here to talk to you about prompting. So basically we're going to use prompting whenever we want to ask the user for some sort of input. So the first thing we want to do when we're using these prompt keywords is import them from the Intro to CS library, and we do that right at the top in the first line here. So when we're asking for a user's input, we want to set the input they give us to a variable. So we're going to create a variable using the let keyword, and my variable name is statue, and it's going to be set to type string, and then we're going to equal it to, we get this await keyword here, and this is just going to tell the computer to wait before moving on in the code for the user's input. So then we're going to call the prompt string function because we're prompting for a string right now, and what we put inside this function is the question we want to ask the user. So when we run this, we can see that on the right hand side it asks for the user's favorite UNC statue, and then so whatever the user types in here is going to be set to the variable statue. So we're going to say spider, and then when that goes, so after the computer gets the user's input, then it's going to move on in the code. So now it's going to use it in this print statement here. So that's how you prompt for a string, and then we can do the same thing for a number and a boolean as well. So here we have some more variables. So we're going to create new variables every time we prompt for anything. So we're going to say let legs is our new variable name, and this is going to be a number this time because we're prompting for a number, and then we need to use the await keyword again to keep it from moving on, and then we're going to use the function prompt number, and again it asks you to input a question for the user. So this is going to be how many legs does the spider statue have. So when we run this, so it's going to say what's your favorite UNC statue again, spider, and then we need to save that. So now when we say spider, it's going to move on and then ask how many legs does the spider statue have. So once the user gives the input for your fave UNC statue, then the computer is going to continue on in the code. So now it's paused again and it's asking how many legs does the spider statue have, and I'm going to say about 7. So if I type in 7, it's going to say you said the spider statue has 7 legs because it moved on in the code after you gave it input. And so then the last prompt is for a boolean. So we're going to say a new variable called eyes. So we're going to say let eyes, and we're going to set this to a boolean now because we're prompting for a boolean, and we use the await keyword, and then we're asking true or false. The eyes in front of Davis look like the floating head from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please look it up. It's very accurate. So now we're going to ask for the user's input again, and we're going to type in true, and it's going to say you think this statement is true. So that's how you use prompts, and that's all for now.